Alright, it is time for deployment. And of course, at the end of this lecture, you should have your application live on the internet. Sounds good? Beautiful. Head on to VS Code and let's proceed. Open up the server.js. And over here, we are going to create the static assets for Heroku to build our files. And we are going to do it here. We are going to do it based on condition. If process.env.node_env. Let me show you quickly. Let's head on to the env file. So here is it. Back to the server. So if this is equal production, which means if we are deploying the application, now these are what we are going to do. First, we have to create a folder, and I'm going to do app.use. And of course, this is going to be a middleware function, express.static. Right here, right in the client, we are going to create the build folder. So basically, the express.static delivers static files such as HTML, CSS, and the rest of them. When we want to use the build, we want to save these files in the build folder. So if a client makes a request, we want to send the index.html first. And of course, you should know that the index.html comprises of the whole application. App.get, okay, comma. Here we are going to take in two parameters, request and response. And please, again, do not swap the parameters. Leave it the way you see it over there. Now we are going to do res.sendFile path.resolve __ dir name, which is the directory name, comma, here is the client, comma, and then here we have the build. And now we have to target the index.html. It's as simple as that. Save. All right, everything is cool. Now, the next in line is to log into Heroku. Head on to the browser and search for Heroku.com. All right, I'm logged in already, so I just have to log out. So I want to start it from scratch. So this is exactly what you are going to see. If you have an account with Heroku, all you have to do is to enter the email address and your password. But if you do not have an account, you just have to create one for yourself. So to do that, come down here and then hit on the sign up button. When you hit on the sign up button, it is going to take you to a page where you will fill in the necessary details that is required. And then you will have your account opened. So if you have an account already, here I'm just going to key in my Gmail account, Gmail, and then click the login button. Okay, so when you look at the left edge of the screen, you will see some of the projects that I have deployed on Heroku. Here are they. Can you see? Don't worry. If you are new to Heroku and you haven't deployed any application yet, that space will be empty. So I don't want you to panic. And at the right edge of the screen is a short description of this application. Do you see that? Here are the description of the applications. Alright, so to create a new application, you just have to click on New. Okay, and then create a new app. It's as simple as that. And here we are going to give it a name, Portfolio Pro. Alright, says Portfolio Pro is not available. That means this name is chosen by someone else already. So, okay. So we're going to have here Edu Portfolio. Alright, so this name is available. We have to make use of this name. It's nice, but yeah, so we have to make use of it. And over here, you have to choose where you are located, either in United States or Europe. So I'm going to leave it as United States. Then click on the Create App. Scroll down and let me show you. To have the application deployed on Heroku, we are going to use all of these instructions. Head on to VS Code and let's proceed with that. Over here on VS Code, the first thing we are going to do is to initialize the Git. Command B, of course, you know it should pop up the Explorer. So open up the client and let me show you. Right in here, you are going to see the Git over here. Do you see that? But for some of you, you may not have the Git over there. All you have to do is to come here at the bottom left corner of the screen and you're going to see this settings icon over here. Click, head on to settings. Right in the search box, we are going to search for files exclude. And these are the excluded files. So if yours is not there in the client directory, it should be here. Okay, so you just have to look for it and then hit this button over here to remove it from excluded file. So all you have to do is to click this X icon over here. All right, so I'm just going to close. Okay, and after the whole of this struggle, I'm so sorry, we are not going to use it in the client directory. Okay, so here is the Git, right click, scrub. Close up the client directory and then step outside the root directory, Portfolio Pro. Please do make sure you are outside the directory client. And here we are in the root directory. Come here to the terminal and then Ctrl+C. So we are in the root directory, Portfolio Pro. What I'm going to do right now is to initialize the Git and have it in the root directory. Git init. Can you see that? Hit on the enter key on your keyboard. And here is the Git over here in the root directory. So the intention here is to add all of these files into the Git. All right, let's do that quickly. Again, head on to the terminal. Now we are going to do git add space dot. Can you see what I did on the screen? Git space add space dot. And this will add all of the files into the Git. The next in line is to commit these changes. Head on to Heroku. Here we have to copy the Git commit over here. And here is it. Copy, head on to VS Code, paste it right in the terminal. Again, go back to Heroku. We have to copy this instruction. Copy. Come here, paste. Alright, so head on to Heroku again. Now we have to push the application to Heroku. Copy this command, head on to VS Code, paste right in the terminal, and then hit the enter key on your keyboard. This is going to build up the application and deploy it on Heroku. And this build is going to take a while, so I just have to pause the recording. Application deployed successful. Now you can either open up this application on VS Code or head on to Heroku and open the application. So if you want to do it on VS Code, all you have to do is Heroku open. And this will kickstart the project live on Heroku server. Let's wait for it. Beautiful! This is indeed amazing. I like it. The application is live on the internet. Alright, I love it. Let's check it out quickly. About me. Boom. Resume. Testimonial. And contact me. Oh, beautiful. I love it. So let's give the mailing functionality a try. For the very first time you deploy this application on Heroku, the email is not going to work. You know why? Simply because you have to give access to Heroku machine for Gmail. Head on to the code helper. Open up the materials. Code helper. Scroll down. And here is it. Give Heroku machine access to your Gmail. Copy this link, head on to the browser. And here, I just have to paste. All you have to do is to click on the continue button. Done. Head on to the application and let's check it out. Portfolio app. So the name is going to be Joe. Gmail. joe@gmail.com. And Joe just want to say hi. Hi there. Click on the send button. Here we go. Can you see that? Everything is working as expected. Let's check it out on the Gmail. So head on to the inbox. Can you see? Here is the new message from Joe. And Joe says, hi there. This is the sender's name, the sender's email, and this message is coming from Joe. Isn't this beautiful? Classic. Let's check it out on mobile platforms. Do you see that? Everything is working perfectly fine. And of course, this is already deployed on the live server. You can use your phone to open it up and check it out. Perfect. This is indeed a classic portfolio project. This is all for now for this lecture, and in the next lecture, we will push the source code to GitHub. See you in the next lecture. Take care.